Okay, good morning. Yesterday we mentioned what? We mentioned that the foundation of working on your character is what? Emet, is the truth. Because if you're not going to be true to yourself about what your faults are, there's no way you're going to be able to fix it. One of the foundations in any kind of addiction is what they come and they say, my name is so-so, I'm an alcoholic. My name is so-so, I'm a drug addict. My name is so-and-so.
Admit.
You have to admit the truth. Why? If you don't, it's a big problem. And you should know. A lot of times people, they like, yeah, okay, yeah. No. You have to admit. Say, I am so-and-so, and I am a jealous person, and I am a greedy person, and I am cheap, and I am this. At least to yourself. At least to yourself, yeah? In a room, separately, so that you could work on yourself. If you do not, then that's it, game over. You're not going to be able to do it. Why? Because you think there's nothing wrong with you. Yeah?
In most cases,
I'm not fat, and therefore I can eat whatever I want. You hear what I'm saying? No, be honest to yourself. Say, listen, I'm mamish overweight. I'm 150 pounds overweight, and therefore I got to watch what I eat. At least you realize it. But if you don't say that to yourself, what's going to happen? Keep gorging yourself, and you're going up to 200 pounds overweight and 225 overweight. It's a big problem. That was yesterday. Today he says, you don't have to be a philosopher. Mazazeh, Rav Elchanan Wasserman. This is called Olam Hamidot. We're basically fixing our character traits, yeah? That's the number one thing we hear in this world. Your wife, your mother, your business partner, your father, everybody around you, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, everybody around you is chiseling at you for one thing. Not your money. Don't worry about it. It's to try to chisel away your character and perfect it. If you are in this game, it's going to be very good. Because you're going to see everything around you is the end effect what? To try to improve my character. You hear? Even though it's going to seem like, yo, what's wrong with them? What's wrong with my mother? It's nagging. One guy was calling me, yo, my mother nags me like you don't know what. Yeah? You know what's that for? For you.
Improve yourself.
Yes, she needs to improve herself as well. But bottom line is, it's for you. My this is that. Yes. My partner, my son, my daughter, my wife, my husband, everybody is what? In order for you to improve yourself. But what do you mean? I'm good. She's no good. No. He no good. It's okay. We're not talking about them. But the fact that they're no good and they have the strelki, the arrows pointed at you, Hashem is pointing those arrows at you so you could start working on yourself. Yeah? So when somebody is bombarded with difficulty, he has to say to himself that what? I'm bombarded what? In order to work on myself. Okay. Rav Elchanan Wasserman, Zichron Tzadik Levracha. He raises the question of how a young boy of 13 or a young girl of 12 can be obligated to believe in Hashem when even the greatest philosophers such as Aristotle failed in this regard. He answers using the Torah statement, Ki hashochad ya'aver einei chachamim. He says, for the bribe will blind the eyes of the wise. Explaining that people who are preoccupied with the desires of this world are considered bribed, quote unquote, and therefore blinded by the truth. But if a person is not blindsided by his desires, he has no difficulty discerning the truth of Hashem's existence. Wow. You hear what he says?
He says blind by the truth or blind by the lie?
No. You're blind. What is this shochad? Shochad is money. When a judge sits, you tell him, judge, $100,000, make sure everything is good. Yeah? What does he do? He's blinded by this money in order to do what? To be in your favor. So he says a person here in this world is blinded by his desires, worldly matters, and therefore he doesn't see Hashem, he doesn't see the truth. You understand? And it's very true. Yesterday, what did we say? Yesterday we said, why about the Zara? Because if I believe in Hashem and I'm doing this bad thing, how could that be? So what do I have to do? I have to push away Hashem, and I have to believe in this idol, and therefore this idol doesn't tell me what's right or wrong, and I do whatever I have to do.
Different constitution.
Exactly. So you know what he's saying? The Yetzer Hara makes this whole world into such a nice place. You see over there guy enjoying $1 million homes and cars and looks nice and dressed like this. You're like, Anna, everything's fine over there? Huh? Everything's here? Anna, look at Miami, look at Panama, look at this, look at that. Everybody's enjoying. You know what? I think I'm the weird one. Because there's something wrong over here. So it blinds you to know exactly what?
See the truth.
The Hashem is here. My friend, leave all that alone. That's all vanity. That's all made up just for you. You know, there's a pasuk that says this whole world was made for you. Yeah? So a lot of people take it the wrong way. How? They take it that, oh, I gotta enjoy this, I gotta enjoy that. It's all made for me. No. This whole world was made for you, and even the guy who's enjoying and he's not keeping anything and he's it's made for you to disbelieve Hashem. You hear? Meaning it's made purposely for you, in order for you to think, maybe there's no such thing as Olam Haba and Hashem, and don't do this, don't do that. Look, him, he's perfectly healthy, everything's fine, doesn't keep anything, eats whatever he wants. Also a Jew, you hear? And therefore, the Yetzer Hara wants you to change your mind and to think what? To think not like Hashem wants you to think. Yeah? So he says, how could a person, a boy of 13 or 12 years old, be convinced to think of Hashem? Where Aristotle, the mastermind of philosophy, failed.
So he
Yeah?
was blinded.
What? Aristotle?
Was blinded?
100% sure, 100%. Yeah. He was blinded by his
Ideology.
mind. See, a lot of times, the worst type of a person is an educated person.
Такое?
Educated person.
Educated.
You know why?
Finds excuses.
Ты знаешь, кто я такой?
Yeah.
I finished, I have a PhD in, philosophical understandings of technical whatevers, and I wrote a doctorate and whatever, and, his own mind is killing him. Why? Because there's no room for his ga'ava to push aside and believe something other than what he believes. And an educated person is a very dangerous person. Not saying that all educated people, and sometimes to others. You understand? Because they reflect their ideology on other people. Rav Shaya Cohen says that this idea explains why so many people believe unquestioningly in religions that are empty and replete with falsehood. Why Christians have so many people followers? Why? You know why? Over there, everything is allowed. Look at the way they go to church.
No borders.
I'm saying, you come with a church miniskirt. I mean, come on. I mean, what's going on? And some of the real ones, they notice it. They tell me. They come. What? Look at the way people dress to church. They tell me. You hear? But Bikitsur, at the end of the day, what? Eat whatever you want, do whatever you want. Yeah? Come. Oh, Father, sorry, I did this. Okay, you're good, everything okay. Give a little bit money in the tzedakah box and you out. You hear? So therefore, why they're so big? And you come to the Judaism, what? 17 million Jews. And out of those 17 million Jews, maybe 2-3 million are very religious. Yeah? Or keep the religion the way it's supposed to be. So imagine, 8.2 billion people in the world, 3 million religious Jews. You hear? What happened? The way we've been going, we're supposed to be the top of the top, right? But no, we're not. Why? Because other ideologies are replete with falsehood. It's false. Yeah? It also explains why there are Jews who question the truth of Judaism and have difficulty believing in the truth of the Torah despite its undeniable veracity. If you really sit down and understand what the Torah is saying, and the way it's saying things, to disprove it is impossible. Because there have been people for ages, millennia, trying to disprove the Torah. I don't know if you know, but there's a whole disproof. They wanted to say shchita is very no good. So in England, they wanted to outlaw shchita. They said it's making the animal suffer.
Right.
After further study, they said only in kosher animals, apparently, the way their nervous system goes, shchita is the best way to kill them. You hear? But not on a horse. Yeah, but not on a horse and not on a non-kosher animal. But particularly kosher animals, shchita is like the most and therefore they didn't touch it. But they tried to dispute it.
They didn't cancel the shkita. The doors.
No, they wanted to ban shchita.
They won't ban, not because of the animal suffering, because
No, they wanted to bring. They couldn't say religion because they're democratic. So they wanted to say it was making the animal suffer. You cutting the chop off the head. But no. Yeah, and you know what? If you chop off the head, it actually would make it worse. Somehow they did a study. Whoever wants to see over there. Yeah. So it says these other religions demand little of their adherents. On the contrary, they bring their adherents satisfaction in various ways. Therefore, people will readily follow them without asking any questions. Yeah. Many other religions, why? They don't have any restrictions. The Torah, on the other hand, contains 613 commandments and dictates every aspect of our lives. Since human nature is to try to escape obligation, people will look for ways to flee from the truth. Yeah? If I right now say, by the way, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, that, you know what's going to happen? You're going to get away from me as far as you can. Why? Well, what does he want from me? How much can he put on my shoulders? Yeah? So he's saying, Judaism, right? 630 mitzvot. You get up, you can't walk.
This is the young generation today.
No, this is everybody. He's saying this is everybody. You want to eat? 1 second, say beracha. You want to eat bread? Go wash your hands. But I can't find water. Go find water. What is all this? How much could I be, So he said, so therefore what? People try to gear away from the truth. A person can actually fool himself to the extent that he's willing to give up his life for his personal form of idolatry. Wow. Personal form of idolatry. Yet, if he does, he is held culpable, as we see in the following story recorded in the Gemara in Yoma. What does it say over there? Page 19b. A Sadducee, Kohen Gadol, prepared ketoret. Sadducee are the people who they believed only in the written Torah. They didn't believe in the oral Torah. Right. Sadducee, right. Sadducee in English. Yeah? They believed in the written Torah, not the oral, not the Chachamim, not the Gemara, not the... So what happened? He prepared ketoret by placing it on the coals outside the Holy of Holies and carrying it inside when it was already burning, in violation of the halacha that ketoret must be placed on the coals after entering the Holy of Holies. Meaning he did it outside and he brought it inside.